My name is Michael Logue. I'm the marketing manager with Antares Audio Technologies. Auto-tune from Antares Audio Technologies has been one of the best-selling plugins on the market since its inception. It used to be that you had to buy a very expensive digital audio workstation based on a computer to use Auto-tune, and over the years that's changed. And now we're very happy to say that Auto-tune is available for your Roland VS recorder. Our experience of working with Roland has been very rewarding, and we're just hoping for better things as the relationship grows with the company. There probably hasn't been any recordings done for quite a few years with vocals in them that haven't used Auto-tune. And so now in your VS recorder with the right expansion board, you can get our plugin. It gives you the ability to tune by key, tune to a particular scale, to eliminate certain notes if you don't want to tune them at all, to control the vibrato features of the vocal, and it all does it in real time without any artifacts whatsoever. So the user interface is very straightforward, easy to use, and anytime you track a vocal, you'd be very fortunate if you had Auto-tune on hand. We have found out that people have used Auto-tune for special effects, like the share effect, where if you just turn the speed controller, the retune speed to 0, you get that very signature sound of Cher on the original record, where it sounds very robotic. We've had people who use Auto-tune on harmonicas. It creates a very interesting effect on a harmonica. You can use it on any single line monophonic source track. So say you have a fretless bass track that's not quite in the pocket where you want it to be, use Auto-tune. You can use it on saxophones, you can use it on violins, anything that's not chordal. Antares was one of the first producers of plugins when plugins as an audio format became popularized through DigiDesign. We had some products called the Jupiter Voice Processor and another one called the Multiband Dynamics tool, which are actually some of the very first plugins available. So we have Auto-tune, which is the best-selling plugin, but we've also been in the plugin business probably longer than anybody else in the marketplace. All of the technology comes actually from geophysics and not from the audio industry originally. So that our approach to manipulating audio is markedly different than other people. Basically, the way that you would use Auto-tune is to track your vocal. And then parts of it that you might find need a little bit of polish, you would open up your Auto-tune plugin. You can either set it to the chromatic scale, so it doesn't care if you have key changes, it doesn't care what key you're in at all. Just adjust the speed so that you get a natural attack to the note and don't get the share effect. And then just listen to it as it goes by, and that should take care of it. Basically, you control the speed, how fast Auto-tune tunes itself. If your original tracks were somewhat less than A440, you can adjust the overall detune of the plugin itself so that it'll match the tracks that you've already recorded. And you can also tell Auto-tune whether or not you really want it to track very particularly, or whether, say, you had some bleed through on your tracks where you'd want it to be somewhat less picky. And that's this tracking control right here. Relaxed is like, hey, I'll try to tune anything. Choosy is I only tune sine waves. Anything less than that, if there's any extraneous data, I don't tune it. So you just find that happy medium, typically a tracking speed of around 25 and a retune speed somewhere between 20 and 40. So faster for special effects, slower for legato passages, and you just adjust the speed control depending upon the material that you're trying to tune. Auto-tune works in real time. So you could perhaps try a couple of different tunings on some of your virtual tracks or make a comp track using Auto-tune on the virtual tracks. So this reference meter right up here shows you how much you're out of tune, either sharp or flat, and how much Auto-tune is correcting it at any given moment. So finally, it's Auto-tune. We'd been asked for years, how do I get Auto-tune inside my VS recorder? And because of the forward thinking of the people at Roland and their dedication to you, their end user, well, they finally made it happen. So the best-selling plugin on the market, used in every professional studio probably world over, is now available to the VS user because of this project from your friends at Roland.